Commander and the new owners have asked it to go to VAR.
How's the break then, Steve?
How's the bacon, did you say?
Talking about bacon and not tactics, there's only going to be one decision here.
Yes, Newcastle fans, VAR's called it. Brucey Ball is no more. Welcome back to Black and White Banter. He's gone. Ashley was out was the first one. Bruce out was the second one. We are getting there, Newcastle fans. We need a couple of Sports Direct signs pulling down. Maybe a new beer in the stadium other than fucking Carlin. And we're making those strides. He's gone. He's done. We no longer have to rant about him on a video. I don't have to use the hashtag Bruce out anymore. None of us do. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to use instead. It's all I've ever known. Bruce out. Bruce gone. Bye, Bruce. Bruce no more. I'll have to work on that. Give me some suggestions in the comments. He's finally out after what has been, in my lifetime of supporting Newcastle, certainly one of the worst managers we've had. And not just for football reasons. For a number of reasons. His attitude towards the press. His attitude towards the fan base. His refusal to take the blame for poor results. Tactics. The fact we had to bring a new coach in midway through the season, which actually saw an upturn in our results, despite our manager being on $2 million a year. Weakened teams against Burnley in the cup at the start of the season. That was another one for me that really riled me so early on when we weren't too worried about relegation in August. A nice cup run would have been nice, but he makes 9 changes against the Premier League team. There was the Brentford result, which was a huge chance to get to a semi-final. That was shocking. The Brighton game last season. I mean, I could go on. I could go on and on and on. On and on and on. But Steve Bruce wouldn't be Steve Bruce. Would he? Most managers, when they get the sack or they leave by mutual consent, they'll leave it a bit of time, go and spend some time with the family. Maybe he's going on holiday, but I guess he's already had one of them. But no, Steve Bruce likes to do things a different way because he wants to turn the media on us Newcastle fans, which has already happened today. Straight to his guy Luke Edwards for the Telegraph to mention how it's been tough from the start, being criticised for his tactics from the get-go, being criticised for having a cabbage head, tactically inept, never being liked from the moment he walked in the door, to turn everyone against us and get everyone feeling sorry for this man. He's great at doing that, and I just think that sums him up, how he's tried to play the media, and not even so much play the media, just always have that violin card. And you know what? If you thought we were against you tactically before you even allowed a game to be managed, Steve, the thing that you do when you take over a football club is you prove fans wrong by sorting your tactics out and getting results. You haven't done that. So why are you still playing the violin card? That's what really frustrates me. Not to mention, let's not forget, anyone watching this bloke has probably taken away what's been reported, £78 million. Imagine any other job in the world where you do it badly, 7 wins in 37 games badly, and you still get a ridiculous payout that's going to have you set up for life. He can go on as many holidays to Portugal and eat as much bacon in Portugal as he wants. It's just ridiculous. And Sky Sports News today has just been one big sob story for him. The tongue is so far up Steve Bruce's arse on TV at the moment. We are getting painted badly again. I mean, we've got thick-skinned Newcastle fans, whether it's journalists, pundits, other sets of fans. Especially now the Saudis have come in, we're going to be even more hated. Apparently, we're racist for putting tea towels on our heads. That's a different issue for a different day, but that just sums up where the media is with Newcastle at the moment. It's fine for other clubs to do it, celebrating the takeover, celebrating the people who have taken us over, but no, we're getting deemed as racist. But again, I won't touch on that in this video. So Steve's gone. Didn't go out without a whimper, had to get that final statement in, but hey-ho, let's celebrate. He's away. I'm looking forward to Palace even more now. I'm going down on Saturday. I've got a ticket. Early start on the bus on the Jaeger bombs. They're going to taste a little bit sweeter now. Might even get a litre bottle of Jägermeister rather than a 70cl. And I'm not promoting heavy drinking, by the way. If you're teetotaling, fantastic. That's good for you. So who's been linked? Well, this Fonseca guy used to manage Roma. I've just done a jokey video and then I'm going to upload to YouTube. You're going to get all the Newcastle fans and fan channels. Yes, sorry to go there, but it's true. Who are going to claim to know everything about this Fonseca and his playing style. I don't know anything about him. I know he's managed Roma. I know he got to a European semi-final in the Europa League. I know he won the league with Shakhtar Donetsk, which, you know, it's not huge because they are one of the biggest teams in that country. But playing style, management style, personality, I know nothing about the bloke. I'm going to try and do my research and get onto the Sky Italy, Sky... Is there a Sky Ukraine? Just try and find out a little bit more about the bloke. I know he was linked with the Tottenham job, but who wasn't? Let's face it. For me personally, I just want someone in the short term to get us over the line. I've said that from day one when the owners came in. We need a manager, in my opinion, who knows the Premier League. That's why I think this Fonseca guy could be a risk. Managers first have to deal with the pace of the Premier League. They have to deal with the relegation battle. He's probably had better squads than what we currently have. He can obviously do a better job than what Bruce has, but it's a risk. Any foreign name coming in is a risk who doesn't know the Premier League inside and out. There's been talk about Eddie Howe. I'm not against Eddie Howe at all. Yes, he got relegated in his last year, but let's not forget Eddie Howe was being picked as one of the best young managers at one point for his attacking style of football. He came from nothing with Bournemouth. He brought them up the leagues. He kept them in the Premier League time after time on a shoestring budget. I'm not against him at all because he knows the league, and I think he would play an attacking style that would suit St. Maximin, it would suit Almiron, it would suit Wilson. Defensively as a coach, I think you've got to question him a little bit. There's the Gerrards and Lampards who are still quite heavily linked. I wouldn't touch Lampard with a barge pole for me personally, but Gerrard on the other hand, I would go down the route of Gerrard if he was interested in the job, only because he has managed a club the size of Rangers, and we all know, even though the Scottish League's piss poor, the expectation at Rangers with their fan base is huge. Sell out every week. He's managed Europa League football where he's picked up some decent results over the last 2 seasons. He's won their first league title for a lot of years out of the hands of Celtic. And he's a big personality, and I think he can also attract players. You go to the Italian leagues, the Spanish leagues, the German leagues, and put Newcastle to them as a project, players, they're going to be like, oh, North, I prefer London. You chuck Steven Gerrard's name in the mix, one of the greatest Premier League players of all time. Everybody knows him. It's like, oh, play for Steven Gerrard, legend. Okay, I'll consider that. I'm the 200,000 that'll follow from the Saudis, but I'm not against Gerrard. I think out of the two, he's a name that I would definitely fire in the mix if he's interested. And if he is going to use us as a stepping stone at Liverpool, I want that stopgap manager. I'm not just going to sit here and say I want Steven Gerrard for the next 8 years, just to get us over the lines, keep us up, take it from there. Of course he wants to manage Liverpool. Who could blame him? He's a born and bred Scouser. But we need someone to keep us up. We cannot get relegated. It's a classic Newcastle thing to happen. We just can't. So Graham Jones is obviously going to come in short term. I am very intrigued now on Saturday to see how he changes things. Because if Graham Jones puts a different spin on the team, we might know that Bruce was the one responsible for those tactics in previous months. If Jones plays the same 5 at the back, which I'm expecting him to, because that's what changed when he came in last season, then I don't think we're going to see much change. I don't think our team is good enough for the 5 at the back formation, especially not against a pacey team like Palace. We need more meat in that midfield, and I'm intrigued to see what Jones does with the team between now and Saturday, and I'm very interested now to get down there on Saturday, beer in hand, and find out what team he puts out. The feel-good factor is going to be back. Ashley's gone, Bruce is gone, fucking party time, get them cans opened. I would have one in my hand right now if it was a little bit later in the day and I didn't have work to go to. But look, he's gone. I've wanted it, you've wanted it, Amanda's probably wanted it from the moment she walked in, Lascelles has wanted it, every single player in that squad has wanted it. I've seen Maximin's post today about thanks for everything. We don't doubt Bruce is a nice bloke. I've never doubted Bruce is a nice bloke. You go for a pint with Bruce, yes, he'd probably chew your lug off over a load of shite, but he's going to be a nice enough fella. He's going to sit with these John Smiths in the corner nice and quiet and have a bit banter, friendly fella. But that's not what we want from a manager. We want to see a tactical plan. He's supposed to be one of us, and he's never been one of us from the moment he walked in the door. He thought we didn't want him, probably is true. Bit of a flat as a fart appointment after Rafa Benitez, but it was up to him to prove to us that he was capable in what he said in press conferences, warming to the fans, getting some results on the pitch, playing a style of football with an identity, some sort of tactical awareness. You know, we've seen so much shite over the last 2 years. Hayden playing centre-back when you've got Fernandes on the bench. Just daft little things that have made no sense. We've gone back defensively from Benitez, even though Bruce was a defender by trade as a player. You could just go on and on and on. So he's gone now. We're not going to have a manager before Saturday, but obviously this Fonseca bloke is linked. I'm going to try and do as much homework on him as possible. So we just need to see what the future holds now, Newcastle fans. But staying up is key. But you look at the teams in the Premier League now. If we get three wins between now and Christmas, we are in a much healthier position, because Watford aren't going to pick up many. Norwich are going to pick up hardly as any. So we need to get to January with 3 or 4 wins under our belt. Suddenly, happy days. So that's got to be appealing for managers coming in. Get 3 or 4 wins between now and Christmas, and we'll give you 60, 70, 80 million to buy some new players and improve the squad. It's not bad for someone out of work or someone managing in the Scottish Premier League or whoever. So we are still an appealing outfit for someone, but we need to just start picking up some results. And I'll back us against Palace now on Saturday. I'll obviously jump on to do a match preview before I head down to the game. Not with a tea towel in hand, God forbid. So yeah, Bruce is gone. Happy days. Get the cans back open, Newcastle fans, because we've wanted this for so long. It's happened now. This is the new era, fully bang in tune. And let's see what the future holds now. And hopefully Graham Jones can get them players. The players are going to be happy. They didn't want Bruce, so they're going to be playing a little bit harder now, we'd like to hope. Let's see what Graham Jones can do on Saturday. And see, I'd like to hope the manager's in by next week. So let's see what the future holds. But what the hell am I going to put on my hashtags now that I can't use Bruce out? Seriously, drop in the comments and let me know, because I am stumped. Bruce gone? I'm not a big fan of Bruce gone. Thanks for watching, Newcastle fans.